We previously heard that Namor the Submariner in the MCU would not in fact have an Atlantean origin and would not be from Atlantis. And as it turns out, that is all true. So the more you think about it, the more it does make sense that Atlantis is not a part of Namor's origin, because the planet doesn't work like that, and technically Atlantis can't be off the coast of the Americas. That literally wouldn't make sense, because then the Europeans would not be able to talk about it as vividly as they did, and it just wouldn't make sense. Like, geographically, it doesn't fit. So it's not surprising that in a recent interview, the man playing Namor himself revealed that some twists and changes had to be made to Namor. One of the most significant is the fact that, due to the fact that he is from Mexico and his lineage and history is based on Aztec culture, they could not take Atlantis from the Greek myth because, again, he's not Greek. So yeah, that kind of checks out. Again, we constantly see these comic book adaptations mess around with the origins of the fish people. Like Aquaman, for example, in the DCEU, for some reason they decided to take the Codex and literally not use it, but give it to Superman for whatever reason. Again, it fits the story they're going for, so fine. Again, they made massive changes to Aquaman and Atlantis. You just kind of accept it these days because they're going for something different with different actors and backgrounds. So it kind of makes sense that this is going to be something else. Now, what I find interesting is the fact that they talk about how, oh, he's not from Atlantis and we're not doing that. He's from a different background and lineage and history, but they don't outright say Atlantis doesn't exist. So they could still play with that element down the road. He's just not from Atlantis. And who knows, a retcon could go a long way. I mean, again, if you look at how humans evolved and how they spread from Africa throughout the rest of the planet, you kind of get the sense that they could retcon this in the future and still tie it to Atlantis. But again, probably not in this first film, which I think honestly is fine. It is what it is. He's clearly Namor, but they're doing something different with him, and we'll see if it works or not. If it doesn't, well, we'll see how that's, approached in the future. And if it does, cool. We got a different interpretation and definitely going to have a different style of underwater character, which I'm all up for.